Acts of the Apostles, Chapter 20. Journey to Macedonia and Greece. When the disturbance was over, Paul had the disciples summoned, and, after encouraging them, he bade them farewell and set out on his journey to Macedonia. As he traveled throughout those regions, he provided many words of encouragement for them. Then he arrived in Greece, where he stayed for 3 months. But when a plot was made against him by the Jews as he was about to set sail for Syria, he decided to return by way of Macedonia. Return to Troas. Sopater, the son of Pyrrhus from Beroea, accompanied him, as did Aristarchus and Secundus from Thessalonica, Gaius from Derbe, Timothy and Tychicus and Trophimus from Asia, who went on ahead and waited for us at Troas. We sailed from Philippi after the feast of unleavened bread and rejoined them 5 days later in Troas, where we spent a week. Eutychus restored to life. On the first day of the week, when we gathered to break bread, Paul spoke to them because he was going to leave on the next day, and he kept on speaking until midnight. There were many lamps in the upstairs room where we were gathered, and a young man named Eutychus, who was sitting on the window sill, was sinking into a deep sleep as Paul talked on and on. Once overcome by sleep, he fell down from the 3rd story, and when he was picked up, he was dead. Paul went down, threw himself upon him, and said as he embraced him, "Don't be alarmed, there is life in him." Then he returned upstairs, broke the bread and ate. After a long conversation that lasted until daybreak, he departed, and they took the boy away alive and were immeasurably comforted. Journey to Miletus. We went ahead to the ship and set sail for Assos, where we were to take Paul on board, as he had arranged, since he was going overland. When he met us in Assos, we took him aboard and went on to Mytilene. We sailed away from there on the next day and reached a point of Chios, and a day later we reached Samos, and on the following day we arrived at Miletus. Paul had decided to sail past Ephesus in order not to lose time in the province of Asia, for he was hurrying to be in Jerusalem, if at all possible, for the day of Pentecost.